OCM.
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 We would like to acknowledge that Camosun College
is located on the traditional territories
of the Lekwungen and Wasanich peoples.
In respect of these cultures, our college is proud to recognize
that Camosun is an indigenous word meaning
where different waters meet and transform.
We are empowered to be a vibrant, life-changing center
where people from different backgrounds meet, learn together, and are changed.
Camosun College is honored for
the opportunity that we all have to work, learn,
and compete on these lands.
Haichka.
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 Second team All-Star, Tristan Ward. First team All-Star, Kiera Holden. And the PACWEST Coach of the Year, Tony Price. Let's hear it one more time for the PACWEST Coach of the Year.
Welcome to the campus, beautiful Camosun College here in Victoria. My name is Ryan Waters. He is Dan Phillips as we get set for this semifinal. The number 1 VIU Mariners against the number 4 CBC Bearcats. Dan, you've seen both these teams throughout the season as the voice of the Chargers. This Mariners team, they look awfully good. They're 21-3. We expect some big things from them.
Yeah, fantastic team. Like you said, 21-3 this season. This is an offensive juggernaut of a team with a really balanced offense. Trista Thorne is going to lead the way with 10.5, and then we got 3 players, Holwig, Shields, and Simpson, all around 8 points, 5 boards. For the Bearcats, it's going to be tough going. They lost one of their big players last night in Duick, so look for someone to step up and fill that gap. We'll see if Millette or Sister Duick is one of those players.
That's Kendall. She's got the ball now. She was terrific. 17 points yesterday in their victory over the Langara Falcons, 68-46. So CBC with their blue tops, blue shorts will start with the ball. This is Kagari Tamita. She is the linchpin for this offense. Baseline jumper, no good, and the Mariners will grab the board and quick jump ball, and it's going to be in the favor of the Mariners. It's interesting, you mentioned those stats. Trista Thorne leading with 10.5 points. Traditionally, we see VIU with this big-time all-star score. They've done it really by committee.
Yeah, like we said earlier when we were just chatting before the game, that it is just a team with all good players.
Yeah.
Nobody stands out as that big scorer, but there's no weak point. This is just a great team.
Very good defensively as well, averaging over 53 points a game, and they've given up 53, as a matter of fact, to the 4 times they've seen the CBC Bearcats. It's a foul on Kendall Duick. That's her first to open up this game. There's Mackenzie Cox. She'll throw it in, the 5th-year senior out of Langley. Been terrific for the Mariners in her last 5 years. That's Thorne with the ball. Now it is Cox as they swing the ball around inside, as Cox looks for some room inside on that zone of CBC. And coming away with the ball was Huang. Here's Tamita again on the left wing. Finding Huang going down low. Millette, she'll have to have a big game here this afternoon if the Bearcats want to have success. That's Duick from downtown, misses everything. And Millette throws it off a Mariner and out of bounds. Nice play by Millette, and it will go back to CBC.
Yeah, good swing pass there, finding Duick in the corner for an open 3. Just couldn't get that one to go. And then good second effort from Millette to throw it off the defender and keep possession.
A win will check in early for the Bearcats as Sabata will go have a seat. 7 seconds on the shot clock for the Bearcats. They get it to Millette, now Tamita. She'll drive the baseline, loses the handle. It's on the ground. It'll picked up here by Cox. She'll bring it back the other way. Mackenzie Cox gets it up to Bentley. Bentley will drive, kicks it up to Thorne. Thorne going to drive the baseline, gets around Tamita, laid in, and that's her first points of the semifinal.
Yeah, Thorne honored before the game there with her second team all-star, making a nice move and a good finish with the right hand.
Inside, that is Millette. Holwig working on her. That one tossed away on the ground, picked up again by Cox. She'll set it up the floor. Here's Thorne running the floor. Thorne, nice dish, and that'll be laid in there. And it's Sarah Cook with the bucket.
We saw this Bearcats team come out a little bit sloppy yesterday as well, Ryan, so we'll see if that's a little bit of a theme and if they can get it going here.
That's a good point. They shot 38% during the game, but they really picked it up as the game progressed. And Millette sinks the first hoop for the Bearcats. Yesterday, she was very good. She had 8 points, but really a presence down low. And Cox will bring the ball up with the left hand. Almost double team, gets the ball to Thorne. Cook calling for it here in the corner. Thorne doesn't see her, says she'll drive, won't get the hoop to go. And Millette with a rebound, almost juggled it out of bounds.
Good strong move there, just couldn't get it to fall.
Mariners going back into zone as Tamita gets pushed. Huang has it. She will drive. Bodies flying everywhere. And a charge, I believe, was called.
Yep.
Kind of a delayed call, I thought.
Yeah, it looked like you got her in the chest, so I think it was the right call. But like you said, a little bit delayed, and that always leads to a little bit of an argument.
It's interesting when you see players and coaches argue with the ref. You don't really win those arguments.
No.
There's no challenge for the next time.
No challenge here.
No red flag?
No.
Oh. Here's Mackenzie Cox. Huin is on her. Cox will get the ball here to Sarah Cook, 3rd-year kid out of Washington, directing traffic. Tamita all over her, and she threw it away. Good defense by Kagari. Huin got away with a travel. Get to Huang. She will drive. Trisha Thorne tried to pick her pocket, but she got more arm than ball, and that'll be the first foul on number 2. 7:07 to go, opening quarter. A slow start for both teams. Mariners averaging over 64 points a game, but as I talked about, they only give up 53 a game. The Bearcats, they score about 59 a game, give up 61. Yesterday, they were better on both those averages, scoring 68 points and only coughing up 46.
Yeah, did a great job defensively limiting good chances. Good strong take there. Going to be a blocking foul. Head to the line is Duick.
It's hard to believe she's just a rookie. After we saw her yesterday in live action, 17 points. She was very good, very aggressive towards the hoop. And we do feel for her sister, though, who a knee or lower body injury, leg injury, and she's done for the year. And her career, actually. Emily Sprott and Kaya Simpson will check in for VIU for the first time. As Hallwig and Thorne sit down, and Duick scores her first point. And her second free throw good as well, so they tied at 4. And the Bearcats showing pressure. They get the ball into Cox. And send it here to Rachel Labrador, the former Langara Falcon, also just checking into the ballgame. Now it's passed to Simpson. Simpson's along, 3, got it! Kaya Simpson.
No hesitation there. Defense wasn't tight enough. She said, I'll try, and she'll bang.
Here's her win. Now Duick inside to Millette. This will be a fun battle. Simpson and Millette. Millette working on Simpson. Nice spin move. Can't get that one to fall. Good offensive move, but good job defensively by Simpson. Not allowing an easy shot. And this one off a Mariner and out of bounds.
Yeah, Millette gets good position there, and CBC clears out, lets her work down low.
That'll be a physical matchup, won't it? Simpson and Millette down there. Gonna go cross court here to Duick. Duick lost the handle. Her win was right there to pick it up. Her 3 just grazed the front rim. Tamia looking for an offensive rebound, but here come the Mariners. Bentley will lead them back. They swing it here to Cox. Now Bentley. Bentley with a nice move to get around. Duick to the hole. She'll get the harm, but not the hoop, and go to the free throw line.
Really good jab and drive there. Got Duick going one way, got her on her hip, and then nice take, get the body and the foul.
Allison Bentley will go to the line, a third-year player out of Cochrane. Hwang will check back in as Duick will go have a seat for CBC. Mariners shooting 67% from the free throw line during the regular campaign. And they're 0 for 1 in this one. Bentley averaging just under 4 points a game. Second one is good. Substitution as Bentley will have a seat. And Sammy Shields will check in, fourth-year player at Port Coquitlam.
Yeah, one of the players averaging 8 and 5 for this VIU team.
Strong defense here as the Bearcats will just get over the line in time. Now Sabata, who's back in, gets it to Hwang. Down low, Millette on Simpson, cross court. Hwang thought about a 3 as they swing it over to Sabata. Back inside, Tamita. Tamita tried to go underneath to Millette, but good defense by the Mariners. Cox back the other way. He'll hand it here to Shields. Now they go back to Shields. Shields from downtown, no good, back iron, and cleared by Sabata. A win. That one tapped away. Shields, quick hands, and almost threw it to a teammate, but threw it away to Millette. Hwang can't get that one to fall. We'll get her own offensive rebound. Golden opportunity for the Bearcats, but they missed the shot. Now Sabata misses that one, and it will bounce out of bounds. Good hustle by Shields. She tried to find a teammate, but found Millette instead, and then Millette heads up, found Hwang underneath, but they couldn't convert.
Yeah, good look under the basket there for Hwang. Just couldn't get that one to go down.
Cox, they send it up to Shields. Shields in the corner. Sprott will set up shop. Her 3, no good. And Tamita will get the rebound. Emily Sprott, part of the all-rookie team. This is her first opportunity. This one off Tamita's shin and out of bounds.
Yeah, you so far doing a really good job on the ball on Tamita. She hasn't been able to get loose any good shots or any nice passes for buckets.
VIU knows Pagari Tamita all too well in the last couple of years. And substitutions for both teams coming in. Coming in for CBC is Rhodes, and Cook back in the ball game for VIU. A rematch of last year's gold medal game, which VIU won. Both went to nationals, and CBC came away with the national gold. Simpson, a tough hoop. Another opportunity. Can't get that one to fall. Good job to receive the pass on the bounce pass, but 2 opportunities, and she comes away with nothing. Tamita, inside Hawin. Her lay-in is good.
Over the bigger defender. Nice little left hand over top there.
In transition, Labrador can't get it to go, but Simpson offensive rebound. She'll step for a jumper, no good. And Sabata will clear the rebound. I like the play of Kaya Simpson so far underneath.
Yeah.
Here's Hwang. Hwang will drive, wild shot, and gets the harm. Good take by the 4th-year veteran.
Yeah, got the defender a little behind her and then went up. Draw the foul, head to the line. I think if CBC is going to have a chance tonight, this is the type of player that's going to have to step up for them in the absence of Julie Dueck.
Yeah, that's a great point. She has that veteran experience going to nationals with this team last year. Simpson will check out. Hwang, who was born in Seoul, will miss the first one. An aspiring police officer. Here's Hwang. Out of Port Moody. And of course, as I mentioned, is born in Seoul. As that one rattles home. I guess you get dual citizenship, wouldn't you? You're born in Seoul.
I would assume so.
Yeah. As Shields will bring the ball up, 16 on the shot clock. Shields picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. Gets it here now. That's Sprott underneath. The Holweg looking for the harm, didn't get it, and that one tapped out of bounds by Shields.
Really good job there from Hwang. They were fronting with Tamita there, and then the help side defense when the pass comes through. Good job there.
They get the ball in. Mariners showing some light pressure as they back off, and Sabata will carry it across the line. Sabata hands it here to Hwang. She will drive, gets it into the paint, looking for a pass. It's Rhodes. Rhodes, her wild shot will not count because it's an offensive rebound, or pardon me, offensive foul before the shot, and that's on Hwang. That's 2 on her, and as you just mentioned, she's a person that needs to have a big game. Now she's sitting with 2 fouls.
Yeah, bench is a little short for the Bearcats as well. We saw that they got in a little bit of foul trouble yesterday, which seemed to actually catapult them while we were watching, but I think they want to avoid that for sure. So we're going to see Millette check back in on the next stop.
Shields will bring the ball up for VIU. Over to Sprott. Sprott will drive, gets in the paint, tried a nifty move, couldn't get it to go. Coach Tony Bryce wanted a foul on that call, not going to get it. So Tamita will bring it back the other way. Tamita and Sprott collide. Tamita looks like she got the worst of it. She hits the ground hard. And the CBC faithful holding their breath as Tamita's slow to get up. Cox and Millette will check in. Hwang will go have a seat, and Tamita slowly is going to walk to the sideline. She didn't come out at all. Well, she came out with a couple minutes left.
Yeah,
she yesterday?
Right at the end.
He logs a lot of minutes.
Yeah, going to be the 4th team foul for both teams now, so just over 3 minutes. Next fouls each will be shots the rest of the way here.
A substitution late will come in for VIU. Kumar will check in for the first time for VIU. Here's Hwang. Kumar on her. Now down to Millette. Millette working a whole way. Nice pass underneath to Rhodes, but can't get it to go. But she will go to the free throw line. Terrific vision by Millette.
Seen the Bearcats go to Millette down low each and every possession when she's been out there. It's clearly an emphasis for the Bearcats early here. And like you said, great pass to Rhodes, gets the foul, and will shoot 2.
Allison Bentley back in for VIU as Sprott will have a seat. Rhodes, her first free throw is good. Interesting to see both teams utilizing their bench quite a bit. Almost every VIU player has been in. Same with CBC as Rhodes will hit both.
CBC did a great job yesterday at the foul line as well, better than 85% on more than a few attempts.
Tamita hits the ground. It's a blocking foul, and CBC doesn't like it. That'll be, I believe, the first on Tamita, but as you mentioned, they'll be shooting now. And Cox will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a tough one there, Ryan. I think either team is probably going to be upset regardless of what the call was, charge or block. Those are bang, bang.
Mackenzie Cox in her final year of eligibility. 6.5 points during the regular season on average. She gets her first 2 of the postseason and gives VIU a 1-point lead. And Tamita, after hitting the ground hard in back-to-back occasions, she looks fine as she dribbles across the line. Picks up her dribble now to Rhodes. Millette fighting hard for positioning down low. She has it now. She'll go up and under and get it to fall. Nice play by Millette.
Millette, fantastic early here.
Gives the Bearcats a 1-point lead with 2:30 to go, opening quarter of this women's semifinal. Cox has picked up her dribble now. Holwig, first time team All-Star. Holwig to Bentley. Bentley with Tamita all over her. Trying to get it inside, help defense as Rhodes comes over. Loose ball picked up by Thorne. Trisha Thorne tries to get inside. It bounces around, and Tamita comes away with it. Good defensive position there for CBC. And Hwin wants to slow things down just a touch. Rhodes at the elbow. Hwin thought about a 3. Kicks it to Sabata. They go down low. Millette, 6 on the shot clock. Millette up and under, can't get it to fall. And Cox comes away with it as Millette hits the ground hard, and she's still down in the key on the other end of the floor.
It looks like she caught an elbow to the face there, did Millette, as we see a foul on the other end, going to lead to 2 shots.
And Sabata, who commits the foul, sprints down to the other end to see how her fallen teammate is. Our attention now to Millette, Caitlin Millette, who's slow to get up in that key.
Looks like she's pointing to her neck. I wonder if she got an elbow to the windpipe there.
They're bringing her something to drink. Yeah, you mentioned it, a hard foul down there on that possession. And then she hit the ground hard. And she's been good for the Bearcats.
Yeah, excellent so far.
Yeah. Be a huge loss. They've already lost Duick after the injury yesterday. They have a short bench. And they're taking time with Millette, and I don't blame them.
Sounds like she's coughing over there.
Yeah.
This Bearcats team has looked good so far today. We were talking a little bit earlier. This is a Bearcats team that did beat VIU early in the season, albeit, but this is a team that believes they can win this game, even as they are playing as the underdogs here.
Yeah, they played 4 times during the regular season. You mentioned the one victory that CBC had. The average margin of victory for VIU was 13.5 points in those 3 victories. And Millette will be finally helped up. And she gets a nice round of applause from the faithful here in Camosun. She'll come out of the ballgame for a short time, I would imagine. If she can check back in, she will. And they'll clean up the sweat that was left over in that key, and then we'll have free throws at the other end with 1:45 remaining in this opening quarter. 11-10 the score. And Angel Enya will take Millette's place as Cox knocks down a free throw. Her second free throw is good as well.
And it looks like Millette is ready to check back into this game.
That was quick. That's good to see, though, if you're the Bearcats. She'll check in at the next break as Tamita will bring the ball up. 1:40 to go, opening quarter. Sabata will hand it here to Hwin. Hwin trying to get inside that zone. Will pop it out to Tamita for 3. No good. Hit the front of the rim, but Rhodes an offensive rebound. Sabata will try her luck from downtown and get it. AJ Sabata.
Same thing again there. We saw it a few times yesterday where Rhodes gets an offensive rebound and it leads to a basket.
Here's Bentley now. Bearcats with their biggest lead, which is 2. Simpson, who's back in the ballgame, to Labrador. Back down to Simpson, a little give and go, and a blocking foul on Enya. Tried to come across on the help defense. Ran into Simpson, Simpson ran into her, and it's a blocking foul.
Yeah, just half a second late on the help. Again, fronting the big man down low. Enya's just a little bit late getting there. Going to be a blocking foul and 2 shots for Simpson.
And here comes Millette. Simpson, who averages over 8 points a game out of Wilmington, North Carolina, in her final PACWEST event, will hit that free throw. her second season with VIU. Her second free throw is also good. So she ties it at 14 with 1:04 remaining in the opening quarter. And again, the Mariners show press. Tomita will bring the ball up on the left wing. On the right side now, Sabata. Hoin. Right back down inside to Millette, cross court. Tomita thought about a baseline jumper, intentional drive, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Hoin for three, got it! Good ball movement by the Bearcats, and Hoin ends up with a three-pointer.
Yeah, exactly. Nice swing pass from Millette, drive and kick from Tomita, and finish it with a three.
Cox will send it to the Labradors. They move the ball around to the Mariners. Inside Kumar, she can't get it to go, but gets her own rebound, then loses the handle to Sabata. Sabata will hand it here to Tomita. 2-second differential between game clock and shot clock. The Bearcats might try to hold for one more shot. At 10 on the clock for Tomita. Now 7. Tomita wants to drive. Nice pass inside. Millette off the window. Beautifully done by the Bearcats.
They look great, Ryan.
And that's going to do it here in the opening quarter, with the Bearcats in front by the score of 19-14 over VIU, the #1 seed. We'll take a break. You're watching the 2026 Women's Semifinal at the PACWEST Basketball Championship.
Victoria moves in so many ways. The Pacific pulls us in to roam its hidden alleyways, shift our perspectives, and savor every moment. Let yourself be moved.
What's up, guys? It's Dylan from Passion Sports. I guess I don't need to yell. I'm on the... Should I just stretch? We do custom apparel. We work really hard. These aren't even prescription. They're just blue light. What? This is Bo. He is a moral support dog. Contact us today at info@passionsports. Contact us at hello@passionsports.ca.
To the second quarter we go. The #4 seeded Bearcats on top of the #1 seeded VIU Mariners after the first quarter, 19-14. Ryan Waters and Dan Phillips alongside. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you may be tuning in from on this Friday afternoon. We're here in Victoria where it's raining outside. Shocking, I know.
As Victoria does.
Good quarter for both teams, particularly for the Bearcats. They shot, what, 42%? Yeah. Here's Sabata now. Cross court to win. Millette, she leads all scorers with 6 points, trying to back in. She does and gets the friendly roll. There's 8 points to match her jersey number.
We'll see what VIU is going to do, because every possession down, if Millette's on the floor, she's getting it in the low post, and she's going to work.
Here's Shields. If I would have told you before the game started, CBC would have a lead in the first quarter and Tomita wouldn't have a point, would you believe me?
Probably not, as we see another elbow offensive foul going on Simpson to Millette. She's down on the floor again, but I have a feeling she'll be up and back in it in a minute.
Yeah, she might have got hit in the throat. One of the trips down the floor on the offensive end earlier this game. She came in pretty quickly. She'll have to come out now. But you're right, Dan. I think she'll be okay in a few minutes here.
5th year knowing that this might be the last one you get to play in. I think she'll be okay.
The foul on Simpson, that's her first. The Bearcats will go back to work. Tomita. Nice round the back. Inside to the cutting Rhodes, but she can't get it to fall. I think she'll go to the free throw line. A later call from the official. Rhodes will go to the line to shoot 2 with a 21-14 lead.
Great move there by Tomita and a great cut by Rhodes to the basket. Draws the foul. She'll go for 2, where I believe she is perfect on the day so far.
Simpson back in. Holwig will have his seat. Dewick back in for CBC as well. Haven't seen Millette come in. You're lucky she got that
I know,
ball.
I was clenching my teeth.
Rhodes' second free throw. That one rattles home as well. 23-14. Bearcats with the lead. Here comes Mackenzie Cox against Dewick. Hands it here to Shields. On the other side, Thorne gets it back to Shields. Shields wants to drive on Rose. Step back jumper, didn't hit anything, and will carry on out of bounds. And Hwang will check back in for CBC as Hwin will sit down.
CBC is being very quick with their subs, in and out, keeping everyone fresh.
Trying to see if I can see Millette over there on the bench. I don't see her right now, although she's a lot further away than my eyesight can carry me. Dewick has that one go out of bounds. A turnover with 8:53 to go in this first half. CBC showing some full court pressure as well. Cox will bring the ball up. The veteran versus the rookie here. Picks up a screen from Simpson. Cox wants to drive. She does. Tough shot. Can't get it to fall. It's tapped around and out of bounds off VIU. Back to CBC.
Yeah, Mariners just struggling here to find that offensive rhythm, shooting under 25% for the game. Still early, still lots of time for them to find that rhythm, but struggling right now.
You mentioned during the break, one of the problematic areas for VIU is their rebounding. They're not a very good rebounding team. Well, not a lot of offensive opportunities for second chances. CBC will kick the ball around. Hwang from downtown, no good. And Simpson will let that one roll out of bounds.
Yeah, if you're going to find one thing, I mean, this is obviously a tremendous team, but if you're going to point out one little thing, it's probably their rebounding. Right now, still only credited with 4 total rebounds 2 minutes into the second quarter. So CBC can do a great job on the offensive glass and just limiting extra possessions on the defensive glass.
Here's Shields. Shields from the top, 8:07 to go, 10 seconds on the shot clock for Simpson. Here's Cook, thought about a 3. Cook wants to drive. Cook will drive. And it goes off Hwang, out of bounds. Terrific defense by Hwang. Like a two-handed block. And they'll put 3.4 seconds up on the shot clock for VIU. Inside to Thorne, and Sabata got her. Sabata wasn't ready. Thorne was. She got the pass, and then Sabata hacked her.
Yeah, exactly. Sabata caught looking away from the ball, and the inbounds leads to the foul and 2 shots for the Mariners.
Second for Sabata, so she'll come out. Hwin will come back in. Her shot by Thorne, nothing but net.
Mariners doing a good job at the line so far, 8 of 9.
Second team All-Star is Thorne, and that one's good as well. 23-16. Back comes Tamita. Cox will pick her up. Tamita will pick up her dribble, gets it to Dewick. Dewick will drive baseline. Dewick shot, no good. There's a big defensive rebound by Sarah Cook, and then a reach-in foul for CBC. That's on Hwang. That's her 3rd, so she will depart. And Millette will check back in. So good news to see Millette, but bad news, you lose Hwang to 3 fouls. Now Mackenzie Cox. Trade places with Shields. Thorne at the top. Cook from downtown, her 3, good! Sarah Cook, in a timeout called by CBC, 23-16 the score, with 7:28 remaining in this opening half. We'll step aside. You're watching the 2026 PACWEST Basketball Championship. Out of the timeout, 23-19 in favor of CBC. And we're just talking in the breakdown. I like what you said about Millette. She's been really the catalyst here.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time down the floor, they seem to get the ball into the low post. They clear out, and they let her make a move, whether she's finding that open teammate or that open shot, and it's really been effective for them so far.
Yeah, the ball movement has been great for CBC's. VIU will slide back into a zone. Tamita at the top. Find Hwin. Hwin down low. This is Millette. Millette will dribble a couple of times. Tried to find Rose that was cutting under the hoop, but good help defense by Thorne to cut off that pass.
There's that adjustment from VIU. Limit the ability to make a move on the defender. As you see a corner three.
Cook his back-to-back three-pointers. And suddenly the Mariners cut the lead to 1. See if the Bearcats can make an adjustment against this zone. There's Rhodes at the top. Cross-court Hwin, now Tamita. Tamita from downtown, no good, trying to answer. And cleared here by the Mariners. This is Shields. Thorne. You gotta watch Sarah Cook. She's setting up shop in the corner there. Simpson at the top. Simpson will drive. Her jumper is good.
Really nice move there. Jab step, then the floater. We knew VIU was gonna make this push. We'll see how the Bearcats are able to respond.
Here's Hwin. Picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. Shields all over her. Finally gets it to Tamita. Tamita wants to drive baseline. Also has picked up her dribble. Cross court. That one intercepted. Thorne racing down the floor. Hwin is back. Thorne will go to the left hand but can't get it to fall. And it will go, looked like it went out of bounds, but Tamita saved it and got it to Duick. Now Hwin on the right wing. Bearcats, the last couple possessions have gone away from Millette. There's Hwin along three, no good, and Simpson with a rebound. Right back down the floor, Cook. Cook will drive, puts her shoulder down, and it is a charge.
Yeah, good job of stepping in there, taking it right square in the chest. That's going to be a charge.
See Cook just dropping her shoulder. She will come out after getting her second foul, as Bentley and Labrador come back in for VIU.
Looks like VIU's gone back to man here, so I'd like to see the Bearcats get it back into Millette. It has been working so far. Looks like they're going to clear it out.
Millette fighting for positioning on Simpson. Tamita with a nice little stutter step, but can't get it to fall. She doesn't have a point yet in this
semifinal. Good move and
semifinal.
a good look, but yeah, just can't get anything to go down. Good skip pass here into the corner.
Thorne for three, no good. Sabata, who just checked it back in, has got herself a rebound. I agree. If they're going to play man-to-man defense, you got to go to Millette.
Yeah.
Fighting for positioning again was Simpson. Sabata tried to go down low, went off the foot of Thorne, out of bounds. Still 8 on the shot clock for CBC. There's some physical play right now under the hoop between Millette and Simpson. They get it to Millette here. 7 on the shot clock. And now Millette. Moving screen, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like she pushed her hip out a bit on the screen. That's going to be an offensive foul every single time.
4:42 to go in the opening half. That's just the first on Millette. Mariners in front by a point. And here comes the Mariners. Up to Labrador, now to Simpson. Simpson working on Millette, will get to Thorne. Tamita all over her. Tamita falls down. Thorne gets it to go. It's a down. I thought he was going to call the charge there.
Great move by Thorne there. Help defense a little bit late. Gets her on the body and one. She'll try and make it 3 the hard way from the line.
And Hwin will come back in. As Rhodes picks up her first foul, she will leave. And Thorne to the line. Thorne will complete the three-point play. And now a couple of substitutions as Cox will come back in for VIU.
Yeah, VIU seems to have settled into the offense a little bit here. A couple of threes in the second quarter, and that percentage is inching towards 30, just over 30% from the field.
Annabelle Newfield will come in for VIU as well. Here's Millette down low. Millette working on Simpson, loses the handle, gets it back. Her shot is good with Simpson on the ground.
If that help doesn't come, it's going to be hard for VIU. Millette seems determined when she gets the ball down low.
There's a lot of chatter between those two players right now as well. They're the only two players on the VIU offensive side. Right? Nobody's saying anything right now as they clean up the sweat. That was left by Simpson in the key down there. 27-25 VIU. The winner advances to PACWEST Gold. The PACWEST gets 2 berths in the National Championship Tournament in Quebec, so the winner of this game gets the berth as well. As they will play for PACWEST Gold tomorrow at 5:30. The loser will play for bronze at 12:30 tomorrow on the women's side of the bracket. Douglas and Capilano will meet in the other women's semi coming up at 5:30 today. Here's Simpson, Millette on her. They swing it Labrador. Here's Cox. Cox wants to drive on Hawin, gets inside the paint. Her shot no good, but an offensive board by Simpson, and she gets the friendly roll.
Yeah, it looked like Columbia was just back into the zone there. Forgot to pick up Simpson under the basket. Leads to an easy 2 off the offensive look.
9 for Simpson in the contest. Now Sabata. Sabata gets it to Dewick. Dewick traveled. So a turnover there. And VIU trying to use this momentum to grow their 4-point lead. Neufeld will check it in to Cox. The win will pick her up. Loose pressure by the Bearcats. Cox will get it across the line. Here's Bentley at the top. Now to Simpson. Down low, Cox. Cox has got the height advantage. Her left hand no good. Gets her own rebound. That one's tapped around. Still loose. Cox ends up with it. And then a foul called on the Bearcats.
That one's going to go on Millette, I believe. It's going to be her second.
And Millette will have to come out. And Enya will come back in. It's a big loss for CBC. Oh no, Millette's going to stay in. Sabata will leave.
15 foul going to be shots for VIU here.
And Mackenzie Cox will go to the line, sitting on 4 points. Now 5, all from the free throw line. 3:12 remaining in this opening half. Her second free throw, good as well.
VIU, again, just doing an excellent job from the line. 11 of 12 so far in the first half.
Now Tamita. VIU sliding back in that zone. Here's Millette. Millette kicks it back out Hawin. Hawin wants to drive. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Millette. Long jumper for Kayla. Millette will knock it down. 31-27. Millette 10 in the ballgame. Here's Neufeld. Neufeld, Bentley was wide open underneath on the cut. Didn't see her. Now Labrador. Labrador kicks it back to Simpson. Kaya Simpson for 3. Got it! She has 2 3-pointers in the opening half.
Kaya Simpson going back at Millette. This is fun to watch them just go back and forth.
Hawin will hand it here to Sabata. And 2 players on the floor. That's Simpson and Millette.
I can't help but smile. I love to just see 2 players go at each other. Just nothing but compete.
And the foul, who's the foul going to be on?
It's looks like it's going to be on Simpson, yeah.
It almost looked like the teams were coming down here for free throws.
Yeah.
And that is Simpson, that's her second.
Yeah.
So she'll come out with 2:20 remaining. Now we'll see if the Bearcats really try to go down low to Millette. She's got it out here on the high post. She'll hand it here to Tamita. Tamita, jumper, still can't find the hoop. And it's an air ball.
Yeah, it looked like she was just a little bit in between there on her shot. Didn't get the legs underneath her and can't quite get enough on that. It's going to be an air ball. You're going to see Rhodes check back in.
Katie Hartig, by the way, is checked in for VIU for the first time. As Simpson sits down, she has the duty to guard up on Millette. And VIU with the lead of 34-27 will bring the ball up. This is Mackenzie Cox. Looking for Neufeld, and finds Thorne instead. Thorne, a little stutter step. She'll drive to the hoop, goes off the window, no good. Hartig with a rebound. but can't get the follow to fall. And Tamita right back the other way. Tamita to Huang. Send it here now, Sabata. Back to Huang. There's Millette finally touching the ball with 8 seconds left. Nice move by Millette to go off the window.
She had something to say there, too. She is feeling it tonight. Today, I guess.
Cut the lead to 5. Bentley. Now, Hartig. She'll set a screen for Thorne. 6 on the shot clock for Thorne. Cox will drive, and she will draw the foul.
Interested to see who that one goes on. If it is on Tamita, it's her second. Still looking for her first basket, too.
It's on Hawin. And Hawin will go have a seat. And now a timeout will be called by CBC. 34-29. VIU with the lead in the women's semifinal. So after the timeout, Mackenzie Cox back on the free throw line. Her first miss from the line with 1:11 remaining. Been an entertaining first half, that's for sure. Cox's second free throw, nothing but net. 35-29, VIU. Now Tamita, who incredibly has been held scoreless in this opening half. There's Rhodes, the high post. Rhodes gets it back to Kagari. Picks up her, pardon me, I thought she picked up her dribble. Now she has lost it and on the ground. And Cox comes away with it. Running the floor is Thorne. Thorne, one dribble. And Dueck almost got all ball. I thought maybe she did. But it's a reach-in foul on Dueck.
Yeah, Kendall thinks the same there. She doesn't think that was a foul. Had a few words for the official. It's going to be her third personal. Probably going to sit her down for the rest of the half.
Yeah,
only 50 seconds left.
That would be a good idea. Bearcats starting to find themselves into foul trouble here. As Thorne misses her first free throw.
Yeah, they play an aggressive brand of basketball for sure. It's going to lead to some fouls.
Thorne with one more to go here. Second free throw, no good either. So not a bad foul, I guess, if you're Dueck, although you did get hit with your third. Here's Huin. In the corner, Sabata. Back out top, Rhodes. I'd like to see Rhodes underneath the hoop. This is Kagari. Tamita, nice pass inside, and Enya will get her first bucket of the postseason. What a pass there by Tamita.
Yeah, really good pass. I actually, from our angle, I didn't even see Enya there, and all of a sudden, in for two.
Lead is down to 4. 6-second shot clock, game clock differential. 6 on the shot clock. That three no good, and tapped out of bounds by Rhodes. And it will. Are they saying it went off VIU?
They did say that.
Wow. Okay. 8.6 seconds to play with for CBC. If they want to get a last second shot, they better hurry. 5 for Tamita. Tamita down the floor. Her shot no good. Front iron. And that will do it for this opening half of the women's semifinal. Very entertaining, not high scoring. Good defense on both sides. VIU a 4-point lead. They lead 35-31. We'll take a break. Be back with some first half stats and the second half from Camosun. This is the 2026 PACWEST Basketball Championship.
What is your path? Your path can be long. It can be short, winding, or straight. Sometimes it takes you on unknown, rough, and hilly terrain. And sometimes it's familiar, smooth, and flat. What a path does best is take you from where you are to where you want to be. And, like most journeys, it helps to have a friendly face with you. At Camosun College, we walk with you, with respect and honor, helping you go through the obstacles in your way, or cheering as you move out front and forge your own path. And always, no matter what path you take, we'll be there with you. Your path to community. Your path to creativity. Your path to opportunity. Your path to success. Camosun College.
Coming out of halftime, the VIU Mariners in front of the CBC Bearcats of this women's semifinal, 35-31. Just did some research. We'll get to the first half stats in just a second, but this third quarter, traditionally for the Bearcats, their worst quarter of the ball game. They only score 14 points during the regular season. For VIU, it's their second best quarter during the regular season. They scored over 16 points during the third quarter. So we'll see how that shakes out. But some first half stats.
Yeah, it was a tale of two quarters, really, for each team, as we see a little scoop shot, no good for the Mariners. The Bearcats came out hot, won that first quarter 21-14, and then VIU answered with their own 21-10 there. It's really been a battle of Millette versus Simpson. Millette is 7 of 9 for 14 points, where Simpson is 4 of 7 for 12 points. And we've seen Tomita, as she misses another shot, really struggle here. 0 points in 20 minutes in that first half. VIU's done an excellent job limiting her offensively. She also has 5 turnovers. VIU as a whole team only has 4 turnovers, so we'll see how the second half plays out.
Tomita hasn't got a bucket, but she's doing offensively, I think, with dishing. She's got 4 assists, at least recorded 4 assists. I think she's been good that way. We see Millette on the floor now, but we don't see Simpson as she remains on the bench to start this third quarter. This is her win for 3, no good. And Sarah Cook will come down with a rebound. Here's Mackenzie Cox against Sabata. They hand it here to Cook again. Cook now Hallweg. Hallweg's been rather quiet in this one. Here's Thorne from downtown, no good. Bounced around, and it's off a Bearcat and out of bounds.
Yeah, 2 things if you're Coach Bryce that the team has done really well is limit those turnovers. Like I said, only 4 turnovers in that first half, and they also were pretty excellent at the line, making upwards of 75-76%. So happy to see that if you are Coach Bryce.
Cox will try to get in. She does. 14 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for VIU. Here's Hallweg. Hallweg working on Millette, and Millette says no. And it's off Millette and out of bounds. Good defense by Caitlin Millette. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Cox will get it inside. That's Cook. Cook, nice move around Rhodes, but throws up an air ball, and Millette with a rebound, and an elbow to Cook. Boy, oh boy, an ill-advised foul on Millette.
Yeah, that's a bad foul. Plays over, throw the elbow behind you, just not really needed there. Tight game. You pick up your 3rd foul early in the 3rd quarter. You just don't need that one.
Millette and Duick now with 3 fouls each, and Millette will have to be removed from the ball game as Enya will check back in. And the Mariners still have possession. She did everything right except for the foul. Good defensive rebound, good positioning, and that foul. Here's Bentley underneath Cox all alone. Tough pass to handle, was behind her. Has to kick it back out to Thorne, but Thorne turns it over. Mariners had 3 opportunities down there and couldn't come away with a point. And here come the Bearcats again. Howin will bring the ball up the floor. Or the floor. Yeah, the ball. Oh my goodness.
It's a floor.
It's a floor, and there's a ball, there's players, and there's a three-pointer. Sabata for downtown. Cuts the lead to 1.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to get it going for the Bearcats here. Millett's been their primary source of offense, and she's now on the bench with those 3 fouls.
Cox will hand it here to Bentley. Swings it over here to Thorne. Now Holwig. Holwig looking to get it to Cook. Good defense down in the interior. Shot from Bentley downtown. Knocks it in. And restores the 4-point lead.
Trading threes here early in the third quarter.
Here's Tamita, gets inside, kicks it to Howin. Now Sabata, who just hit a 3 moments ago. Sabata picks up her drill, back to Tamita. Tamita, long 3, no good. Still can't buy a hoop. And Bentley with a rebound.
Yeah, 0 of 7.
Almost picked the pocket there, did Tamita. They get it in the baseline. That is Thorne. Her 3, no good. Ball bouncing around. Holwig will hustle for it. Good hustle by Holwig. Holwig didn't find anybody to pass to, so she said, I'll do it myself, and hits the jumper.
Good second effort there from Holwig. Gets the rebound, stop, power hop. No one picks her up. Rises, makes.
40-36, VIU. Sabata to Enya. Here's Howin with Bentley on her. 10 on the shot clock. Sabata, quick shot, no good. Enya with offensive rebound. Enya, a power move inside, a charge call against Enya.
Tough one there. Really good second effort from Enya, but runs straight through a body, going to be a charge.
I can't remember the rule about the half circle that's in the key, because Cox was in that half circle. Does that matter?
I feel like it has something to do with if you're shooting and no shot there.
Okay.
I could have also just made that up.
You said it with confidence, though. We'll ask a referee what that exactly is. There's Bentley in the corner, no good. And Cook, an offensive rebound. VIU has been outstanding on the offensive glass in this third quarter. Holwig's got another. Here's Thorne. Thorne to Cox, 5 on the shot clock. Cox trying to worm her way in there. And there's a foul against the Bearcats.
I think that might go against Cox.
That is.
Good job there of Sabota jumping the lane, getting a hold of that ball, and then Cox commits the foul as she goes by, as we're going to see Kaya Simpson check back in for the Mariners.
And Holwig will have a seat. Also coming in is Sammy Shields, as Bentley will sit down. Mariners showing some light pressure, as Tamita will bring the ball up. There's Rhodes. Rhodes with 3 Mariners on her, and Tamita kicks it to the corner. Sabata for 3, no good air ball, and Cook cleans it up. Shields looking up floor. She wants to run, but good job by the Bearcats to get back defensively. Hwang's got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls. In the corner, this is Cook. Try to spin move on Hwang, loses the handle. Good defense by Hwang. And Hwin wants to run. Hwin backing herself into Thorne, and she'll get to the free throw line, I believe.
I think bailed out a little bit there. Head down, dribbled into 3 defenders, out of control, picks up the foul. A little bit of a bailout, going to lead to 2 shots.
Interesting, she turned herself around just to back her way in there. And
Simpson just picked up her 3rd, so she's going to head back to the bench.
So interesting, Millette and Simpson both with 3, and both will sit down. Labrador back in. Holwig in as well for VIU as Hwin on the line. Her first free throw, no good. Bearcats from the free throw line, still good, 87%. Hwin trying to cut the lead back down to 5, but can't do it. And Cox will get the long rebound. McKenzie will bring the ball up the floor. McKenzie wants to go coast to coast, has it stripped, and there's a foul. It's one of the players. I think Sabata got her on the arm. Cox will go to the free throw line. That's her 3rd, and Dueck will come back in, also with 3. Cox on the line.
A little bit of a choppy flow to start the second half here. A lot of fouls early.
But VIU's been terrific on the board, especially on the offensive side.
They heard me.
They did. Yeah, absolutely. That was the adjustments they made at halftime. Did you hear what the broadcaster said? Cox hits both. And some, again, pressure by the Mariners. Tamita up the floor to Huang. There's Millette back in the ball game. Millette working on Hallwig. Millette to the corner, tapped away by Shields. Still 11 seconds on the shot clock for CBC. See if Millette can get some room now on Hallwig. Down low with Simpson with 3 fouls sitting out right now. Rhodes, cross court, Huang. 6 on the shot clock, deep 3. It's good! Nothing but net for Huang.
They needed that one. Start getting it going a little bit here in the second half. See if they can make that push here.
Here's Thorne. Now Hallwig with Millette on her. Over to Thorne. Thorne trying to answer from downtown. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Not a great shot selection by Thorne. Now Tamita kicks it back to Huang. Back to Kagari. Nice crossover there in the corner. Rhodes baseline jumper. No good. Millette, awfully close to picking up her 4th foul there. She's got to be careful.
Yeah.
Hallwig had position, got the rebound. Shields picks up her dribble. Now Cox. Huang on her. 10 on the shot clock for McKenzie. She wants to drive. Kicks it in the corner. Shields to Thorne. Good ball movement, but she traveled.
Yeah, I think she just got caught in between passing and driving there and made her mind up a little bit too late. One extra step before she put it down. It's going to be a dead ball turnover.
Cox will go for a seat, a rare rest for her. As Sprott will come in. Bentley will come in as well as Thorne was unhappy with herself. Slammed the ball down after the whistle. Tony Bryce takes her out to cool off. Has a word with her on her way down to the chair as well. 15 seconds left for CBC on the shot clock. Huang is stuck. Down low. Rhodes cleans it up and lays it in. Right
Good
place,
job.
right time.
Yeah, good job of Janae Rhodes there just to find the open space, and then Huang finds her for the easy bucket.
Now Shields with both Cox and Thorne on the bench. Hallwig. Now Bentley. Bentley from downtown. Got it! Allison Bentley.
Seen a lot more three-pointers here in the second half early, going down for VIU, shooting 41% from deep.
Here's Huang, Labrador on her. Rhodes in the corner, now Millette. Millette wants to drive, yeah, but she traveled first. So a turnover here. Sabato will come in. And Millette will have a seat. 3:42 remaining third quarter. Winner moves on to play for gold tomorrow at 5:30. Shields gets the inbounds pass and she'll bring it up the floor. Going to get double teamed there. Great job defensively by Huang and Tamita. And Huang will lay it in.
Yeah, found herself with no help there. Trap came, nobody there. Good job by Huang and Tamita. CBC's turning it up a little bit here.
Yeah, I like the intensity on the defensive side. Good defense can lead to easy transition buckets like we just saw. Let's see what Shields does here. She will bring it across. Pass down to Hallwig. Hallwig has a couple spin moves, kicks it back out. Left-handed shot by Sprott, no good. Air ball on that 3-ball attempt. And Duick with a rebound. Duick wants to run. Duick to the hoop. Hits the deck hard and simply just off a Mariner and out of bounds. Cox will check back in. Shields will have a seat. Duick a little out of control on that one. Didn't have the numbers.
Yeah.
But fortunate for her, went off a Mariner. 17 on the shot clock for CBC. Huang. Huang will go up with the left. Can't get it to fall. And Hallwig with a rebound. Labrador hands it here to Cox. Get it across the line. Now Sprott. The rookie falls down. Gets the ball to Cox, however. Now Hallwig. 8 on the shot clock. Wants to drive, but Sabata picks her pocket. Sabata right back the other way with Sprott chasing her. Now Tamita. Back to Sabata. Now Duick misses a three. It was an air ball, and Labrador will go clean it up. An opportunity there for CBC. They couldn't convert. And now a technical foul on Tony Bryce, the head coach. Complaining about a no call that happened right in front of their bench. And Bryce, the coach of the year, will be teed up. He can't believe it. Somebody's got to go down and shoot the free throw.
Tony Bryce has been in this league a long time. I'm sure he knows what it takes to get a technical.
Yeah.
Looks like Janae Rhodes is going to shoot the technical free throw for Columbia.
Free throw is good. They picked the right person. Well, it cuts the lead to 3. And VIU will get the ball back. 16 on the shot clock for the Mariners to work with. Bentley will send it into Cox. Physical play underneath the hoop as Tamita hit the deck hard. Labrador and her were battling, and Labrador is going to get hit with the foul. It's her fourth team foul by VIU in this quarter. And Cook will check in. Labrador will have a seat. I was watching the ball. I didn't exactly see what happened under the hoop. Just heard a big collision with Tamita on the ground. Tamita gets here. Sabata. Looking for Duick. Now Tamita trying to post up the rookie Sprott. Couple spin moves. Tamita finally gets her first hoop with 2:09 remaining in the third quarter. Cuts the lead to 1. Cox got away with a bit of a push-off. Now Sprott. Sprott with Sabata all over her. 10 seconds on the shot clock for VIU. Hallwig on the right side. Hallwig with Tamita on the ground again. And a shooting foul. Hallwig will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that foul is going to be on Rhodes. Just her second. I like that they got that action into Tamita in the high post. She can be dangerous there with the mid-range jumper as well as the pass. So good job of getting the ball into the high post there for Tamita, and she's finally on the board.
Be interested to see if they go back to that. Hallwig to the line. 1:48 remaining third quarter. Hallwig, the first team All-Star, been awfully quiet. Does she have a point yet? She's got one at least now.
That'll be her third, one of 4 from the field.
We haven't seen Kaya Simpson at all this quarter. She's been on the bike the whole quarter with 3 fouls. Hallwig will knock that one down as well. So back-to-back free throws for Hallwig.
17 made free throws for VIU right now.
Here's Sabata. Duick. There's Tamita down low again. Tamita's jumper is no good. Didn't quite have the positioning this time. Now jump ball. And the possession arrow back to VIU. Bearcats showed press. They are going to keep it on, lightly anyway.
Yep.
And as Cox will bring the ball up, working on Hwang. Cox working the play, now Hallwig. 13 on the shot clock. Bentley between the circles. They move the ball back inside. That one tapped away by Duick, but she's going to be whistled on the foul. That'll be her 4th.
That's going to be shots for the Mariners' 5th team foul.
Duick will have to leave, and Hwang will come back in.
Yeah, 4 fouls for Kendall Duick now. Wang playing with 3, Sabata playing with 3, Millette on the bench right now with 3.
Just 2 points for Duick after 17 yesterday in that quarterfinal victory over Langara. That one's knocked in by Hallwig. Sends a lead to 4. Second free throw is good as well. The lead up to 5 with 1:14 remaining in this third quarter. They get to ball. To Hwang, now Hwang. Hwang looking for some room. A couple nice spin moves. Scoop shot no good. Can't fall. And Cook's got the rebound. But harassed there by Rhodes. And Rhodes will reach in for a foul.
Yeah, I hope that one's on Rhodes if I'm CBC. Wang can't afford to pick up another one. That one is going to go on Rhodes.
That'll be at least her second.
I think that'll be her third.
Third, okay, you're right. And as you mentioned, they're shooting. So Cook will go to the free throw line out of LaConner, Washington. And one more still to come. This is that one. Offensive rebound by Hallweg. Bentley from downtown, no good. But another offensive rebound. Cook this time. Her putback no good, and Sabata hit with a foul.
That's Sabata's fourth.
The Bearcats having trouble boxing out the Mariners, especially on the offensive glass.
Yeah, extra possessions are killing them right now.
Enya will come back in with the fourth on Sabata. Mackenzie Cox will have a breather as well, as that one is knocked in by Cook. Sammy Shields back on the floor for VIU. Second free throw is no good. This one tapped around.
And that's going to be Huang's fourth.
Wow. Again, an offensive board by VIU. It was Shields racing for it, and Huang knocked her into the first row of the bleachers.
Yeah, that is going to be 4 on Sabata, Huang, and Kendall Duick.
And checking in for CBC will be Jazzy Ashton. We haven't seen her at all. We saw her momentarily yesterday against Langara. First shot misses by Shields. They're getting to the line in this third quarter. The Bearcats fortunate they haven't knocked them all down. That one is a bucket. And here comes Kagari Tamita. CBC desperately needs one here. Down 51-44. Owen will pick up her dribble. Gets it to Enya. Good defense against Tamita. They tried to post her up down low, but Shields with a nice defensive work there. 6, now 5 on the shot clock for Tamita. Tamita trying to find room to move. Finds Enya under the hoop and lays it in. Tamita double team, still found an open person under the hoop, and it's Enya. 13 seconds to go. Now 10 for Shields with Enya on her. Shields switch to the left hand. Shields a long three. She got it! Sammy Shields a big three-pointer here as the third quarter will end. And VIU in front, 54-46. They exploded here late in the third quarter and outscored the Bearcats. Well, as I look at it, not all that much, 16-15. But still, they have a lead going into the final frame. You're watching the 2026 PACWEST Basketball Championship. To the fourth quarter we go of this women's semifinal. VIU in front for 54-46. CBC will start with the basketball. Trying to cut into this lead. Tamita with just 2 points in this semi. Hands it here to Duick. Millette back in the ball game. She has it now. Now it's Kendall. Quick shot. Offensive rebound. Rhodes can't get it to go. And then Thorne pushes her way out of the pile, and here she comes. She'll put the brakes on, gets it to Mackenzie Cox. They swing it inside. Shields will lay it in. She's quick 5 points for Shields, a 3 to end the third quarter. Now a deuce here. And it's 56-46. Sorry, Dan.
VIU looking to try and run away with this one here. We'll see if the Bearcats can counterpunch. They got Millette working down low again.
There's Millette. Her shot will rattle home.
She's been great today. 16 points.
16.
8 of 10 shooting.
Keep feeding it to her. There's Bentley. Bentley will get a hallway. 13 on the shot clock. Back to Bentley. Bentley inside. Nice cut by Hallwig. Maybe got away with a travel. Misses the shot. And Rhodes clears the rebound. Hoin trying to get it to Millette. Good defense. Down low by Thorne. And a pushing foul on Bentley.
That basket's not going to count. We're going to see Simpson and Sobota check back in. Bearcats are going to have a couple people out there playing with 4 fouls, so they're going to have to be smart, but they have to have them out there.
Yeah, your final quarter. Gold medal berth on the line. Absolutely. You get everybody in there. Millette has to chase this one down. 14 on the shot clock for Caitlin. That one popped away, and Bentley has it. Bentley has Simpson wide open, doesn't see her, sends it to Thorne instead. A tough hoop for Thorne.
Yeah, Thorne playing on 2 defenders there, both with those 4 fouls we just mentioned, so not as much contact as probably normal. Made it a little bit easier for her as we look at to get it back down to Millette.
There's Sabata, she'll send it over here to do it. There's Millette working on Simpson. Millette traveled, lost the handle of the basketball and took a few steps to get there. Unfortunately for CBC, it is a turnover. CBC will call a timeout as well with 8:15 remaining fourth quarter, 58-48. You're watching the 2026 PACWEST Basketball Championship. Coming out of the timeout, the lead is 10 for VIU in this gold medal rematch. These two teams meeting last year in the championship game. VIU winning that one. Both teams went to nationals and CBC came away with a championship title. First in school history. Mariners have it now. Here's Simpson. She's been terrific. We didn't see her at all in the third quarter. Tried to get it to a cutting Cox, but unfortunately threw it away as Cox ran into a defender. Early stages of this final quarter. Here's Tamita trying to cut this lead inside 10 points. Simpson, good defense there on Millette down low. Here's Rhodes now. Now Tamita trying to get to Millette, does. Nice catch by Millette, and she lays it off the window. They cut the lead to 8. That was a pretty looking play by the Bearcats.
Yeah, help from VIU just a little bit late. Simpson caught fronting Millette, and that help was late. Easy 2 for Millette again. She stays very efficient.
Thorne bounce inside to Simpson, goes off her shoulder and out of bounds. It's a tough pass to handle.
Another turnover there for VIU. Just what CBC needs to try and claw back into this one.
They can cut the lead to 6 if they can get a hoop. They get it to Duick on the left wing. Duick wants to drive, finds Millette. Millette goes to the hoop, gets her own rebound. Can't get that one to fall. And Millette ends up on the ground again. Millette seems to be hurt, an air ball by Duick. And Millette slow to get up.
There might have been some contact down low with Millette and Simpson. No call, and Millette feeling it a little bit.
She punched the floor, and I think she hurt her hand.
Yeah, that's frustration when you just keep getting banged up. But she'll shake this off. This could be one of the last games she plays in the PACWEST. So like we said, I'm sure she's going to gut this one out no matter what.
9 on the shot clock for the Bearcats. Tamita will get it into Rhodes. 8. They don't have a lot of time to work with. Here's Tamita. Tamita is stopped. Her turnaround jumper hits the front of the rim, so a new shot clock if they could have handled it, but VIU comes away with it. Hall. This is Thorne. Thorne inside the paint, off the glass and good.
Really good, strong move there. Gets to 2 feet, elevates off the glass and in.
Lead is back up to 10. Duick looking at Millette. Physical play again under the hoop between Simpson and Millette. Can't get it to her. Sabata has it. Sabata loses the handle momentarily. Duick has Bentley fly by, and she traveled. She had tons of time still, but maybe feeling the pressure of the time winding down and threw up a wild shot. And she will depart, and Hwang will come back in with those 4 fouls.
Mentioned it off the top for this VIU team. Really balanced scoring, and we're seeing that here again tonight. Simpson with 12, Thorne with 9, Cox with 8, Cook with 9.
Simpson had 12 all in the first half, didn't she? Here's Thorne at the top between the circles. 10 on the shot clock for VIU. They get it to Sprott, now back to Thorne. Thorne wants to drive on Millette. Good strong move and a jump ball call as Millette got her hand in on the ball. Possession arrow to VIU.
No reset. We're going to have 3.1 here.
The Mariners will have to work something quickly. Tony Bryce calling in instructions from the sideline. They get it to Bentley. Bentley has a player fly by. She drives and can't get it off the glass and in. Looks for the loose ball and she picks it up. Great play defensively by Bentley. Shot from the 3-point range, no good for Thorne. Great hustle by Bentley. And Tamita will bring the ball up. After all that, the lead is still 10. Hwang looking at Sabata. Now a whistle inside against, I think, Millette, yeah?
Yeah, 3 seconds on Millette there.
Now substitution as Cook will come in. Thorne will sit down. Sabata will have a seat, and Duick will check back in for CBC. They get the ball here to Cox. Cox will blow by Duick. Gets it to Simpson. Simpson along two, got it.
It's going to be her first bucket of the second half there, just rising up over top of Millette, and CBC wants to talk it over.
With 5:15 to go, we'll step aside as well. The lead is 12. You're watching the 2026 PACWEST Women's Semifinal. Coming to the timeout, 5:15 to go in this fourth quarter. The lead is 12 for VIU. CBC needs some buckets, they need some stops if they want to get back into this one. Tamita directing the offense. Gets it to Hwang on the right wing. Now this is Rhodes at the high post. Trying to get it to Millette, fighting with Simpson down low. Rhodes picks up her dribble, gets into the corner, Duick. Duick wants to drive, Duick! A shot that will fall.
Good drive there from Duick as we see a trap immediately. It's going to be a foul. And if you're CBC, you hope that one goes on Tamita, and it looks like it's going to.
You know, I don't know if you could see, Mackenzie Cox's hand and arm came around the defender. Tamita was pleading to the official that might be an offensive foul. Not going to get that call, and Cox will bring the ball up. Cox with Hwang riding her. Now into the corner, Sprott for three, no good. That one tapped around. Simpson will track it down. Here's Mackenzie Cox with 8 on the shot clock. Splits the defenders, kicks it to the corner. Another corner 3 attempt, no good. And finally, Duick will clear the board. Duick hustling down the floor. Doesn't have the numbers, but she'll throw up a shot anyway and get it to go.
Nice go up there from Duick. Left hand into defenders.
There's Labrador. She'll help break the press. Labrador kicks it to the corner. That's Sprott, 3, no good. Simpson will sky for a rebound, and her putback is no good.
Good aggressive move there from Simpson. Comes down with the offensive board, goes straight back up. And I think they're actually calling that a jump ball.
Oh, wow. Simpson's going to come out of the game.
13 offensive boards is what I'm seeing here for the Mariners, which has really made an impact. Extra possessions.
Tough call against Simpson, I thought. I thought she had that clean. Now Sabata on the right wing. Going to go down low to Millette. Millette working on Hallweg. Tough shot for Millette. And now VIU calls a timeout, and Millette's fired up heading into this timeout. 62-56. Berth in the gold medal game on the line. We'll take a break. You're watching the 2026 PACWEST Basketball Championship. .349 to go in this fourth quarter. Mariners will get the ball in, but Cox will be double teamed immediately. Cox trying to find some room as the Mariners will just break the press. Down low to Hallweg. Hallweg here to Shields. Shields will just hand it here to Cox and get it back to Hallweg as they kill some time on the clock. 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, Cook from downtown, no good. And Hawaii will get the rebound.
Cook's had some good looks from deep, just can't get them to go here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Tamita. Little stutter step. Kicks it to Sabata for 3. No good. Offensive rebound, Hwang. Hwang will kick it back out to Tamita. That tapped away. Good defense by Cook.
I think Hwang's got to shoot that. Great position down low. Go back up with that one.
3 minutes to go. For 3, Shields comes up short, but an offensive rebound, Hallweg. Hallweg trying to get inside, and that is going to be a foul.
I think that one's going to go on Millette. That's going to be her 4th. So now we have 4 players playing with 4 fouls for CBC. If I'm VIU, I probably want to slow down the 3-ball barrage a little bit here. Maybe going a little bit too quick. Settle in, get a better look. Try and see if you can extend this lead.
Particularly now with Millette with 4 fouls. If you go right at her, might pick up her 5th. Hallweg on the free throw line. Her first is good. 2:53 to go, 63-56. Very entertaining game. The first of 4 semifinals. As a member of the CBC Bearcats men's team is doing everything he can on the sideline to distract Hallweg to no avail. As she hits both free throws, she will come out of the ball game, and Simpson will come back in. Here's Tomato. We're going to Sabat on the right wing. Looking for Millette. Now a foul away from the play. And it's against VIU.
I didn't see that one.
Me neither. That was Sarah Cook. It's her 3rd. 2nd team foul. And 16 on the shot clock for CBC. They get it here to Millette. Millette working on Simpson. Hands it here to Hwang. Hwang wants to drive. Kicks it to the corner. Duick, her 3 hit the side of the backboard. Simpson with another rebound. Simpson with 9 boards. Now Thorne.
That's going to be it for Duick.
Reach and foul. Not a great, I know you want to be aggressive, not a great foul to take though. You're so far away from the hoop. So Duick's day is done. And Hawaiian will check in. Also the third team foul for CBC. They get it into Simpson. Now Thorne streaking to the hoop and will lay it in.
Really good play off the inbounds there. Right into Simpson, handoff, straight line drive, and the bucket.
There's Sabata, down low Millette. Millette working on Simpson, lost the handle. Thorne will pick it up,
and
then
be DQ for Millette.
Millette is gone.
Unfortunate there.
Yeah. Great game, being aggressive. And Millette's PACWEST career, at least going for gold, may come to a close here. The CBC or VIU will still have one more game tomorrow.
Yeah, 10 of 14 for Millette here today. 20 points to go with 4 rebounds. Really made an impact on both ends of the ball, but unfortunately picking up her 5th and disqualifying foul.
Mariners will shoot as well. With Tricia Thorne to the line.
Oh, did they call that the fast break shots and the ball? I know that when we did the Camosun games, me and Dylan, it seemed that that was a point of emphasis, that pretty much any foul off of a fast break is going to be shots and the ball. So
Thorne's 1 of 2. We'll see if they get the ball. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So the Mariners now with a 67-56 lead with 2:07 to go. And Thorne, who just hit 1 of 2, will inbound the basketball, but first the referee will head to the scorer's table. Referee making sure everything is in line. And we're finally ready to play again, I think. Officials say, yeah, we're ready. They get the ball in here to Cox. Cox in the corner. Cox going to be double teamed there. Cross court to Thorne. Thorne will drive. Tapped away, and it will be Hwang with a rebound.
Going to have to be perfect here if you're the Bearcats. Maybe enough time here, but that is not going to help as Sammy Shields jumps the passing lane and heads down for the easy 2.
69-56. The only thing easy about that was the lay-in for Shields. Now a delay here. I'm not sure what the delay is. Didn't have any substitutions or anything, but we're playing now. As Tomita will bring the ball up. It's here to Ashton now to Tomita. Sabata down low, kick it to Hwang. Wide open look for Hwang. Can't get that one to fall. Cook with a rebound. And Mackenzie Cox back the other way. Here's Shields. Shields will hand it here to Thorne. Thorne, good drive for her. Can't get it to fall, and Hwang with another rebound. Now Tomita. Time a major factor now for CBC. Hwin, a deep 3, no good. And Simpson another rebound. That would put her into double-double, wouldn't it?
Yep, that will be her 10th rebound to go with, along with her 14 points, 5 of 8 shooting. Going to be a foul here. That's on Hwang. That's going to be it for her. And I think the gold medal aspirations for the Bearcats, I'm comfortable saying, with are officially over at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, the writing's on the wall at this point in the game with 1:02 remaining, 69-56. And Shields will come out.
Had a really good ball game here down the stretch. They hung on for a long time. But at the end of the day, VIU just too much for them to handle. Such a balanced, deep team.
You mentioned it, deep. I was going to say the depth of this team, just able to rotate players in and out where CBC doesn't have that luxury. As that shot by Cox misses. And once CBC gets into foul trouble, it's difficult to bring players off the bench. As Ashton hits that one coming off the bench for 3. Cuts the lead to 11, but under a minute to play. Here's Thorne. She'll bring it across the line uncontested.
Yeah, VIU got 7 players with 7 or more points.
Wow. They swing the ball here with 10 on the shot clock. Thorne hands it here to Simpson. Simpson with 5 on the shot clock. Simpson will drive, gets into the paint, throws up an air ball and out of bounds and a shot clock violation. So the Bearcats, with 31 seconds left on the game clock, will push the ball up the floor. Ashton, gets it to Sabata, back to Ashton. Ashton will set her feet for three, another air ball. And the shot clock will be turned off with 20.8 seconds to go. And it will be VIU off to the gold medal game, where they will take on either Douglas or Capilano, the second women's semifinal coming up at 5:30 this afternoon. And VIU not only off to gold medal, but they're off to Quebec and will represent the PACWEST at the national championship as either the conference champion or the wild card, as they win this one by the score of 70-59. Oh, congratulations to VIU. Congratulations to CBC. Their national title defense comes to an end as well with this loss, but they'll play for bronze tomorrow at 12:30. Try to win their school some more hardware. Yep. They'll face the loser of the Douglas Capilano game. So congratulations again to VIU. Have the player of the game. They'll make that announcement, and then we'll have the player of the game join us here in the broadcast booth. And it's Kaya Simpson.
Yeah, great game for Kaya. Like we said, balanced attack from the Mariners, but she had 14 points, 10 boards, 5 of 9 from the field, and really was battling with Millette the whole game.
So we'll try to get Kaya over here for a quick conversation with us here at the broadcast booth. See what she has to say about her performance here. As Dan mentioned, 14 points, 10 rebounds, double-double. She was 2 for 2 from downtown, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Kaya, put that headset on. How you doing? Congratulations.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
You were feeling it today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Coming into the game, did you know you could make an impact against CBC?
I was nervous at first a little, but I did know if I just kept confidence and have faith in my team and myself, then I knew that I would have a good game.
And it was physical underneath you and Millette battling back and forth. You thrive in that kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, I do. I do. Real competitive. I love it. I love it so much.
2 for 2 from downtown as well. 14 points, 10 boards. Like, shooting three-pointers. You don't obviously shoot a lot of three-pointers, but you were feeling it today.
Yeah, I was feeling it.
You hit the first one. Did you look at Coach Bryce and say, yeah, I got it?
Yes, sir, I did.
Also, the emphasis on defense I thought was really good for this team. We've seen VIU all year long. Don't have that score that's going to score 30 points, more of balanced attack, but defensively, you guys really focus on that. Was that a point of contact coming into today?
Yes, sir, for sure. Before, like in the game, before the game, our little pre-talk, that was our main focus was defense. He was like, if we focus and we get defensive stops, and that would translate on offense, and it showed in the game. So, yeah.
You going to watch Cap and Douglas, or do you get a break away from the gym?
No, I don't know about them, but I'm coming to the game. I'm watching it for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you so much.
Kaya Simpson, a double-double here today, and she's the player of the game. Congratulations. Good game. The Mariners are off to the gold medal contest coming up tomorrow at 5:30. CBC will settle for a bronze medal appearance tomorrow at 12:30 as well. Stand by. The next semifinal is coming up at 3 o'clock. We'll switch over to the men's side of the bracket. It will be Capilano and VIU. We'll have the call for you at 3 o'clock. Thanks for joining us here at Camosun.